today I'm here with Valerie, and we are going to be showing you how to cover acne while still looking glowing and flawless, along with some date night makeup. So Valerie, do you want to tell us a little bit more about this exciting date?
So I'm going to be seeing a guy that I haven't seen in a few months. I'd like to look my best for when I do see him, and I'd like to still look natural and look like myself, but learn how to cover acne and acne scars a little bit better.
So let's get started.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is start out by priming, and I love this primer because it kind of takes into consideration the all-natural stuff that Valerie really likes. It's paraben-free, and the best part is that it is so soft and it makes your makeup last all night. To get started, I'm just going to apply this with my fingertips. I feel like it's a really great way to kind of warm up the product and really just kind of press it into the skin. Doesn't this feel amazing? I love this stuff. So next we're going to go in with concealer. So the concealer brush that we're using is also very, very precise. This is important because we really want to get these individual spots. So I'm just going to start by kind of applying this to our problem areas and just kind of patting it on. Perfect. So you really just want to apply it directly to the spot, and then we can use fingers just kind of to soften it up a little bit. So now I'm going to start applying a little bit of foundation to Valerie, but this foundation is really great just because it is kind of a medium coverage, but it still lets your skin glow. So because we have most of the coverage from the concealer, we don't need a lot of foundation. I'm using a foundation brush to apply this. If you imagine like starting at the nose and just pulling outwards. This just kind of makes everything look even and natural.
Do you ever like to put more than one layer of foundation, or would you rather layer the concealer?
I do like more than one layer of foundation, but it always depends on the look. For something like this, I think it is important to use a foundation that's very glowy and very luminous and just layer it over concealer. But in other situations, I do think it is important to kind of let a layer of foundation dry, or to set a layer of foundation with a translucent powder and then go in with a second or third depending on how much coverage you need. So next we're going to get into powder. We're going to use a translucent powder for you. Take kind of like a flat brush just like this. Just kind of sweep it up on both sides. And then you can roll this onto your skin. So apply it to the areas that you normally get oily, just to make sure that those kind of stay mattified throughout the day. So we want to add a little bit of highlight, a little bit of blush to give you kind of a natural flush, a natural glow. So I'm going to start off with this color. It's a little bit shimmery, it's got kind of golden undertones, and on her light skin it'll really help to pick up that glow. If you want to smile to find the apples of your cheeks, I'm going to start right here and just kind of carry this and sweep it upwards. I'm also going to just take it a little bit up into her temples, or even taking a very small amount and bringing it down the neck a little bit, or a little bit onto the chest. Kind of makes the color look more like a flush rather than just like, oh hi, I'm wearing blush. Does this guy make you blush? Does this guy get you flushed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So putting on bronzer regularly is just kind of dusting out all over the face to give kind of a glow. And I'm just going to kind of go around here near the corners of the face and then leave the inside of the face very light. I'm also just using this brush to blend in with the blush so that we have more of a gradient effect as opposed to just a color. So next we're going to move on to eyebrows. I'm just going to start by kind of outlining the brow. And once I get to the arch, I'm just going to kind of pull downward and across to kind of give her some length there. Once we've got that color on, I can take the other side and wiggle this through. And if we do see any lines or marks, this spoolie is not only great at diminishing those, but it also just combs these into place so that we can see exactly what we're working with and get them all kind of moving in the same direction. Next we'll move on to eyes, and we can start with a natural eyeshadow palette. This is a quad, which I really love, and because you have these gorgeous bright blue eyes, this is really going to help accentuate those since they're kind of contrasting colors. So I'm just using a flat shader brush, and I'm going to apply this nice taupey brown to the lid, a little bit shimmery even. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this kind of light white color and apply it to the inner corner and just right underneath your brow. So this will kind of help accentuate the brow bone, and applying to the inner corner will also help it look like you've slept a full 8 hours even if you haven't. So next I'm going to kind of take like a crease brush, and we're going to apply this into this purple hazily color. So I'm going to work kind of on this outer V, and so we're just going to follow that line and then blend it out with a fluffy blending brush. And that's also what's great about a pencil brush, is that you can really get into the eye socket. I'm also going to drag this right underneath, about a third of the way over. Yay! Do you ever stab yourself? Because I do. I do.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to go in with a little bit of liquid liner just to kind of frame your eyes and to really make the lash bed look thicker. This is a great one because it is very, very defined and it stays on all night, so you can get a really, really precise line. I'm actually going to go in at the angle of your lashes to get it as close to your lash bed as possible. So we've put on some individual lashes because they look much more natural than strip lashes, and they just give you that extra little bit of oomph. And so next it's time to go in with mascara. It's really great to choose a lengthening or volumizing mascara because having those big batty baby doll eyelashes are definitely very attractive and very fun. So a way to get really thick looking eyelashes, and I'm going to have you look this way so I don't like hurt you, but you can just apply kind of what's on the tip to the lashes here just to kind of place it, and then take the wand on the side and actually comb this up. So for lips, we're going to go pretty basic. This is just a lip stain, and what's great about this is that it's very, very natural. So this does give you kind of like a nice berry flush, but at the same time it lets the natural color of your lips show through. And a lip stain is especially great in case you get kissed because you don't have a bunch of gloss that's going to be all goopy, and you don't have like a lipstick that's going to like come off and rub off. It definitely stays put. So this is the final look. How do you feel?
I like it. I really like the colors you chose.
How do you feel about your skin?
That's not really what I'm thinking about, which is good.
You ready to go on that date?
Yeah, I think so. I like it a lot.
For more makeup tutorials like this and to see Valerie's full makeover, be sure to subscribe to the Allure channel.